Come with me on my last day working a 9 to 5 before I go full-time as a content creator. So I just got to Coogee Beach and look at the color behind me. It looks absolutely stunning. I feel so wrecked and tired, but it's so worth it for these kind of views. Man, I'm so not a morning person, but when I actually do get up for sunrise, it is so worth it. It's so beautiful this morning. Plenty of people because, you know, it's the eastern suburbs of Sydney and everyone gets up in the morning. And not as busy as summer, at least. It's still pretty chill. But yeah, it just looks amazing. Love getting up when there is color in the sky. Can't go wrong with the plain croissant. I'm always very plain when it comes to croissants, but highly recommend Iggy's. Is probably the best pastry shop in the eastern suburbs, hands down. Finally, I can function. Without coffee, I just can't function. I have more energy now. And this coffee from Cafe 143, seriously the best coffee in town, best flat white in town, to be honest. And I'm a coffee snob and I have a thing with coffee, and this place, highly recommend it. It's in Bronte, Cafe 143, always a line out the door as well, so you know it's good. Right, I just got back from sunrise and now I spend a little bit of time just editing the reel on my phone because I need to get that out straight away, because today is the sunrise that's good and tomorrow will be yesterday's news. Hosting is more important than perfection, I have to say. And when it comes to content creation, relevance is key. It's one of the biggest tips that I've learned and one of the biggest advices and learning experiences when it comes to this. So time to get some editing done. Alrighty, today is my last day at work, heading into the office for the last time. Hopefully there is not much more to hand over, hopefully a bit more chill, to be honest, because I just want it all to end, to be honest. It's kind of like a new season. It's always a scary thing wondering when my next paycheck will come. At the same time, I'm pretty excited at the new season and having the amount of time to do YouTube videos, to do all kinds of content, to say yes to more shoots, just as a result of me having more time to do everything. Because at the moment with corporate work, there's not much time to do anything. I'm barely squeezing in just short form content, let alone long form content. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm pretty excited also at the freedom to travel more as well. But one thing I'm not missing out on is this commute. I absolutely hate commuting to work. It's one of the worst things and totally drains me to work, totally drains me by the time I get home from work, let alone having to do more content.
So this is the business card that they say it's like a bread that is in here?
Yep.
That's all that people they know we have to carry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Look what I just got. That is a massive box of croissants right here from Buttered Sydney. They have kindly gifted it to me, and obviously I can't finish all that, so I'm bringing it into the office to share it with everyone because it's the least I can do on my last day at work. Whoa, look at that. There's so much. Whoa, so good. Oh, I didn't expect that much. That's so much food. I can't finish all that. Luckily I brought it into the office so that I can share this with everyone else. There's no way I can finish this. Oh, look at this, giving this a go. Oh, yum. It's so soft on the inside as well. Oh, it's delicious. Right, time for some lunch. Usually I eat in the office for lunch, but given that today's the last day, I thought I'd treat myself. I'm in Hurstville, which is not too far from where I work, and I'm craving some dim sum, so I'm gonna head to one of the best dim sums in the area called Commute. Look at that, look at these dim sums. This is amazing, pretty authentic. I mean, these do cost me 40 bucks, but it's worth it, I suppose. It's a bit of a celebration kind of thing as my last day. everyone in the office is kind of working from home today, so I didn't really get to say goodbye to everyone, but it's okay. I've got so much to do this morning. I'm just so busy. I don't know how I became so busy with handover, like all this knowledge transfer. You begin to realize how much you know about a particular organization when you leave and you do a handover process, and it's like, oh, crap, there's a lot of stuff I know that I need to hand over to this new person that's replacing me. So all this public speaking has made me really hungry and tired, but you know, it's the last day, it's all good, and I'm enjoying a really nice dim sum lunch as well, so. Oh wow, that was such a good lunch. Now I need to get back to the office because there's still more handover to do, just a few more hours left of working full time in my corporate job. You know what, I'm always a risk-averse kind of guy. I'm always really conservative when it comes to taking risks, and this is probably one of the biggest risks that I've taken in my life. And I have to say, on one hand, it is going to be really freeing for me to go into content creation full-time and not having a corporate job. And on the other hand, it is so scary because I have no idea when my next paycheck will come in. I have no idea whether this industry will last forever because, you know, with AI becoming virtual influencers these days, is it going to be a redundant job that I'm facing in 2 years' time, you know? I have no idea. I have no idea how long Instagram will last and social media. Who knows, things might change. All these fears are in my mind and I don't know, but for now, at least I'm giving it a go. My mentality is that if it doesn't work out, I can always go back to my corporate job. I'd rather try something and fail than to die not knowing whether it worked. That's scarier, to die with regret, because I'd rather die knowing that I've tried it and failed than to not try at all. And the other fear is that with the rise of influencers and content creators around, like everyone wants to be a content creator, how long will my job last? It's getting very competitive. And I don't know if I can keep my rates as it is, because with more saturation of influencers and content creators all vying for the same stuff, am I going to be competitive in the future? How will my content evolve? I always have this thing in my mind that I need to stay relevant. And relevancy is one of those things that if you're not relevant, you're not going to be able to grow. I need to find what's the latest and greatest, make content about it, maybe not be perfect about it, but just post it. That's a huge pressure of mine actually, to stay relevant, and I suppose that's part of the social media game. But at the same time, I have to make sure that I do what I love. There's no point doing stuff that I don't love. Obviously, as time goes on, I need to evolve my content as my interests and passions shift, because who knows how long I'll be doing food for? Who knows how long I'll be doing travel for? Things will keep evolving, and I have to stay up with the times. On the other hand, I love doing this. This is something I love, and you know how you can tell that you love something is when it comes out of your mouth. Whatever comes out of your mouth when you're talking to your friends, or whatever you talk about on social media, whatever you're talking about to anyone, whatever comes out of your mouth more is what you're really passionate about. And I have to say that when I open my mouth and socialize and talk to friends, I don't talk about my corporate job at all. Like when people ask me, how's my work? I'm like, I don't talk about it. Like I say, it's fine, same old, nothing new. But I don't go on about it like as if it was my passion. Whereas for content creation and social media, I can talk about it forever. I can talk about strategies, I can scheme, I can strategize, I can do all these things. I just love talking about it. And that is one of the things that defines your passion, I discovered, is whatever comes in your mouth is a determination of how passionate you are about a particular topic. Man, I'm exhausted and I feel like there's still so much more to do tonight. Well, it is official. I have finished. It is over. Corporate 9 to 5 is goodbye. That's it. And it's a new season, new adventures on freelance content creation. I've got a shoot on tonight with a restaurant, so I got to get home and get ready for that. All exciting, new adventures now. I can concentrate 100% on this, so it is kind of exciting, but kind of scary at the same time, as I mentioned before. So yeah, making my our way into town now for the next shoot, which is in the CBD at a Japanese new katsu restaurant, which I'm so looking forward to trying. The day doesn't stop. I'm so exhausted after the workday, but looking forward to tonight, and also I get to socialize as well and hang out with friends, because that's the other way to do it. Kill two birds with one stone, right?
Just got to a restaurant called Senkatsu, which is the newest soft opening of a katsu restaurant in Sydney, and this looks incredible. I have the gyu katsu as well as the pork katsu right there, and I'm just going to dig into this and do a food review on this right now. So can't wait, and you'll see the whole process unfold right now.
Right, I just finished off a shoot at the restaurant, and I have to say it's not a bad feed. It's not the best I've had, but it's also not awful either. So it's one of those ones where I need to make a balanced kind of reel for them. I don't want to exactly lie about it to my audience, and I also don't want to over-exaggerate something that's not. So what I normally do with these situations when I need to produce a reel for a client is to mention the good things about it. Like, there's always something positive in a restaurant. Like, it might not be to your taste, but there is always something positive. It could be the value for money. It could be its location. It could be the aesthetics, whatever it may be. So I try to focus on something positive and mention about it, and also mention that I ate a particular item, but I won't make a comment about it, or I won't focus on it too long, because I don't really want to focus on something too long if it's not that good. So I just mention all the good bits and focus my attention on all the positive aspects of a client shoot. I'm absolutely exhausted, and that's probably it for this video. If you like this video, considering liking and subscribing, and I'm fairly new to this, so I appreciate everyone's support, and I'll catch you in the next one.